This is Unity Broadcasting Online Television, connecting voices. This is Unity Broadcasting Online Television, connecting voices. This is Unity Broadcasting Online Television, connecting voices.
Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Broadcasting TV don't come. For developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation salon. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come. For developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation salon. We now independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize, and inform. Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey are so for talk, but waiting they happen. Political discussion, you for know about salon politics. Religious messages, entertainment self no go left, yeah. We no go left nothing, yeah, no.
TV don't come.
For developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon. This not the team them where we dey talk about
Sierra Leone political history,
defeating the lives of fake people.
Waiting they be na social media.
One-on-one interview, we go bring you all the hot topics.
Unity Broadcasting TV say,
and we let we self and better salon.
Alright, today a beautiful Monday morning like this. Good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting Online Television, the TV where they bring to you Tinemo Elek for C and Sef Tinemo Elek for Yeri. Today on Monday, the 8th day inside the month of December, the final lap for 2025. We want to welcome you to the program Unity Morning Show. The program will bring to you system will happen all about the country. And as usual for today on edition of the program, your name na Yusuf Mosire Suma.
We broadcast live now in studio na 48 Sheikh Stephen State, and today we get for talk on the 16 days of activism as today na the 14 days inside the 16 days. So now we pose the question, online violence on women and girls, what we don't do as a country for end them. We get for again at the studio, Mariama Messi Kamara, we na the strategic person with the na Rainbow Initiative. We go come help clear some of without. Let we be part of the conversation. Let we be civil and respectful. Let we talk on the issue, but let we not attack personality. Me name na Marie Dumbia.
Alright, so the program the Unity Morning Show, this is not the first edition for this week. You can be part of the program through his social media handles, and as well, he can also drop you the message and it's how we watch it from. Today, like I say, na the first day inside this week. And for both of you team up here this morning, we actually mourn the death of a colleague mass communicator who died of a road accident. Well, we received this sad news this morning. One of those quiet individuals when we did in a class na Unimac. And this happened for being the number 2 student who died as a result of accident. One is from development study department na Unimac, where na Rugiato Samura. And as of yesterday on this morning, we received another sad news of a passing of Ibrahim Kurma, where plenty of people they call Mira. Now one of those strong mass communicator students them when we in a Unimac. And he happened to be one of those strong football players who even at some points play for the university. So one for extend, we heartfelt condolences as both of you team up here. We present this program. We are products of Unimac Mass Communications Department. So one for say condolence to the Kurma family for the loss of that very young soul, making soul continue for rest in peace.
And we want to use this platform for kindly plead with the drivers them. As this now festive season, let them know how they speed. I not believe safe, most especially for the way they run at the highway, you for pass 680. But you see some man they run 120. I've been in a campus on Friday because I be get something for do day when encounter with that lady in Taiwan. It's so heart-rending for see somebody to reach final year. It just go lost in life just like that. And when you watch, most of them accidents there now over speeding, and they know they concentrate. How you go they ride? Sometimes phone they na you ace. How you go they over speed? You get people their life. Then most of the times when you talk, then will tell you say, go drive your own private car waiting. But the moment moment where you did another person car, you get right for speak up, because at the end of the day, if anything happen, now you lost, now your family lost. In something you go survive, or in something you not care for your life again. But anytime we dey na motoka, driver wa over speed, caution am, because look where we don't lost their young souls there, and plenty other accidents is then they where people they talk around. But so do ya, let we dey caution the drivers there and police officers there. We dey call on una. This na way I believe say it don't reach to una notice now. Do ya? Let we dey caution then drivers there. Let them dey serve for overspeed. If not for numbers safe, forget out numbers them where driver want overspeed or if they do waiting up for do. Let we call a number there and report them. If not by sending a text, when you reach to the next checkpoint, they all you go know say next time you know for do this. This na festive season. Then get that moment for say they want for make quick up on. They know they listen to you when are the passenger, and it's wrong. People their life they are stake. Do you we call on all authorities concerned for handle this matter?
Indeed. So, like I say, this is not a matter of even hiding the truth. The fact now that most drivers and riders these days got involved themselves into accidents due to the manner at which then they drive and the roads them. And mind you, we get roads that were not even bigger, you know, and most accidents then can happen after people they don't done with, or drivers or riders don't know with the 2-lane we stop na Masiaka. If you're going to Bow, you're going to Makeni or any part now the provinces them, they find out say the road and tight. So that is why we encourage people them, especially drivers and riders. So careful the kind of way we then use the highways in these days. And one good thing we happen of recently, we see the IGP, that are the Inspector General of Police and SLRSA boss, BO and the IG, we na Fire Selu, be embark on an exercise for make sure see them pull all them motorcar that we pack na the streets within Freetown. It's plenty other hand and day again we pack na the provinces. We hope say that they will expand that exercise day, and we see it until yesterday. Like me, I witnessed then about 2 trailers off from the streets. You know, this the all. Mind you, some of them would carry out park and identity also get the tendency for cause accidents. You know, because me where they drive now, sometimes they come, perhaps I not even notice say there is a vehicle parked, whether not broke down vehicle or not. That is why you get the triangle, that reflector. When it broke down during the night hours, just put them. Or perhaps you can even and they see the local way, then they root grass them, back them a far off distance for notify the opponents or the next person they can say, not take it time, reduce the speed, because society cancel. There is a vehicle that is parked, probably break down. So all of these are caution. So we will the drive and we will the ride. So like I say, we get for Fentem invites SLRS in for can talk around road safety measures, and perhaps we'll give you a statistics of reports accidents that will happen 2024 to 2025 as we wrap off this 2025. The program na Unity Morning Show, it comes to you live from Unity Broadcasting Online Television, and this is the 4th edition. One more time, we want to extend we heartfelt condolence to the Unimac family and as well the family of William brother from the same department. We graduated together, struggled a lot in the university. Ibrahim Kurma, we can call her Mira. Want to say, make his soul continue for rest in peace on behalf of the management and staff of the Unity Broadcasting Online Television, and of course, presenting product of Mascom, na Unimac. Want to say, rest well, brother, and rest well, sister Rugiatu. Till we meet again. We'll go for quick commercials. We'll come back when we can go into this with guests and continue with the rest of the topic.
Since 2002, NASID has consistently ensured that all NASID pensioners enjoy life and a peace of mind while spending time with family after years of hard work. Therefore, the public is hereby informed. The National Social Security and Insurance Trust, NASID, will conduct a nationwide verification exercise for all NASID retirement pensioners from the 1st of October to the 31st of December 2025. All pensioners must now report to the nearest NASID office for verification. Pensioners who fail to be verified by the 31st December 2025 will have their pensions stopped and can only be reinstated after physical verification.
But what documents must I bring along for verification?
1. Your NASID pension card. 2. Benefit payment voucher, if available. 3. Personal ID. That is, national ID or driver's license or passport or voter's ID or NCRA certificate. And 4. Your bank identification card.
But my uncle is a NASID retirement pensioner staying out of Sierra Leone. What must he do?
It's easy. He must provide the following. 1. A notarized life certificate with the name, pension number, and a recent passport photo. 2. Proof of staying abroad. 3. All documents must be scanned and sent via email to publicaffairs@nasid.org.sl or send all hard copies directly to the Director General of NASID at number 32 Walpole Street, Freetown. We count on your cooperation to promote an effective and efficient social security scheme. NASID, we care.
As government and stakeholders them, they continue to implement the Productive Social Safety Net and Youth Employment Program, PSSNYE, where World Bank don't give Salon government $42 million for. National Commission for Social Action, NACSA, they use part of this amount for transfer money to us and family them. We pull per smack. Now, air them will not receive nothing yet through the Social Safety Net Program. For sake of this, government will extend this facility to new hostel we pull the money. Same way so, NACSA, they use part of this money for give money to Salon people for start their own business. Again, and mentor people them and connect them for agricultural program them where the government and non-governmental organization body them they operate. NACSA they also give this money to over 7,000 youths them to provide them with short-term work opportunity them upline through the Sustainable Cash for Work program.
As all this dey be, Freetown City Council go use spend this money for about over 6,000 youth them for clean the city and do other public work them na Freetown.
The National Youth Commission NACOM go use some of this money for support new and all youth group them for open their own business them na Freetown. Instead they go able to get access to money, training and counseling, but how for improve their own business them.
And then go implement this program na Bo, Makeni, Kenema, Port Loko and Freetown.
For complaints, comments and inquiries, call Anti-Corruption Commission on 077-985-985 or 077-986-986 or toll-free line on Africell, QCell and Orange 8515. This message will come out from the Anti-Corruption Commission ACC with support from the World Bank, UNICEF and the government of Sierra Leone.
Welcome back. This is our Unity Broadcasting morning show. Today we get at the studio Mercy Mariama Kamara from Rainbow Initiative, and we discuss around the 16 days of activism. Welcome, Mercy.
Welcome, Marie and BBC, and welcome to people where they watch and listen to Unity
It's
TV.
a pleasure for getting at the studio. We want to break the news to you. Say either among the first 3 female guests who don't get.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We want to appreciate you. And you happen to be the first out of political discussions. You happen to be the first female studio guests. But because we don't host 2 female honorables here, so you happen to be the first out of politics. So we're glad to forget you.
Thank you very much.
Of course, the 16 days of activism is we're not wrap them up now. So we also asked the question because the theme they talk around violence on women and girls, specifically online. Okay, what has been the role of Rainbow in all of this?
So first of all, people where they watch and listen, as you Rainbow Initiative, you remember saying a violence. Now that organization where they can go then picking them way or woman the way then tamper with. So when it comes to sexual gender-based violence, you cannot mention it without talk about Rainbow Initiative. You not call Rainbow Initiative in him. Rainbow Initiative, one part we main call winner anti-sexual gender-based organization will be established in 2014. We come off from the IRC we just closed. Now IRC baby, now them born we just then left we independent 2014. As a result of the recommendation where the TRCB say, for let we provide services to women and girl picking them way then being suffer violence during the war. And one part of the service get for deal with psychosocial support, legal support. So they establish Rainbow Initiative. And we mission for we provide free medical treatment, psychosocial services, and age-appropriate measures or treatments for sexual gender-based violence in a salon. And after we see a salon way free from gender-based violence, and we say anybody they live with respect, whether you're a man, you're a woman, you're a picky, you're a boy picky, you for live with respect, and therefore create a society where you for free. So with this mission and vision, when it comes to online violence, it's part of sexual gender-based violence. Digital or online violence, all the part of, we just, when it comes to violence, we get different stages. We get the physical violence, we get the sexual violence, emotional violence, psychological violence. But again, with the trend, one thing but crime, how the trend they go, now so the crime they change. Before we people in them, we get what we call thief or other thing, but now we don't get robbery with aggravation. That also come with violence. Before this term, they just a beat woman, rape woman at house, curse woman, curse girl picking. But now with the influx of Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and now we talk the truth. Traditional media, with all due respect, we give una respect, radio and television and TV, but the use of internet now is so much, especially young people. So now the perpetrators say no, let we know. In fact, the difference between, I can tell people there's a difference between online violence and the one way they happen at us. Online violence is targeting influential women. Woman the way like don't make come up in her life, we get power. Because before this they say, okay, when it comes to violence, it has to do with power. I forget power pass BBC before I able commit an offense to BBC. But online violence, BBC will get power past me. I go just look one careless picture where BBC be take 10-15 years ago when you don't become an influential journalist now, I post on social media and people begin analyze that and damage BBC in career forever. So here comes in the role of Rainbow. Because we have been working with these women, we have provided services for them. We don't hear the stories. We don't see how then they suffer. So when it comes to digital violence, it's not an isolation. We are also in the fight.
So whose kind of services they will provide for their woman there? Whenever they take their matter to court.
Like where I say, the services all they provide, the key service na clinical care. One of we key service na clinical care. Inside this clinical care, we they make sure so we they provide medical treatment for rape and sexual assault survivors. Now make we find out we centers they're all based in a government hospital. We didn't make any government hospital, but all in a government hospital because it run like an hospital. We get medical doctor, we get midwife, we get nurses inside our center. Then also one other service, we they provide counseling. Most of the time they don't do posting, but the hearts they sick. And because the hearts they sick, and most of them they kind of we center, they close chair, then pants in chair, then they bleed. So that service is needed. And another one what they do now legal support. Legal support, not we basically they provide them directly. Now make we call a legal support. We will link you to the right organization. Like for example, if na sexual penetration, where you come, you kind of be center first. What do they do? We they send you FSU. Let them go see you, they give you medical paper, then we can endorse the medical paper. But if you go FSU first, FSU, they send you Rainbow back. Because when it comes to sexual penetration, a compulsory reporting. Anybody where they below 18 years, where you tamper with them, whether boy picking or girl picking, where you go now with center, we know why you say and one case. Because na pikin, according to we law, you know, give consent to abuse. Above 18, that one we can come and say, okay, let we use consent because some adults say you just want to get the services because of the stigma and the shame. You know, want for go court. But we also they encourage you say go court. And finally, we do community awareness. For Rainbow, we respond before we prevent. That is Rainbow. So community awareness now another thing where we dey provide part of a package.
So when I get any safe spaces for their woman there, because like let's say speaking with the dog, something like uncle and stepdaddy. To me, I say if you go back home, they in danger. Even a woman with a man, if you not agree, not give consent, they rape her or you beat him, whatever the case may be. You go don't get the treatment from Rainbow Initiative, counseling and all of that. But waiting at the measures them, we dey for let that woman no go into that same situation they again.
So again, what we they do? And one thing we they do as Rainbow Initiative, we get referral pathways. Rainbow cannot do everything. Although with the EU Spotlight project, where we get the EU Spotlight project, where Rainbow are one of the beneficiaries of EU Spotlight, we are going to build safe homes. But before this term, until date, we not get a run in safe home as Rainbow. But now we could get referral pathway, commit an act, they into safe home. We get Don Bosco where they into safe home. We get cases where we even refer to Aberdeen Women Center. We get advanced cases of fistula, advanced cases of pregnancy complication. Rainbow no they provide those services, but we get MOU with all these organizations so that the survivor go be safe, because all what we want our survivors to be safe. So whatever we get for do for let you safe, we they provide our services. And like when you talk, always pedophiles, people where they tamper with picking them, where they do bad to woman and girl picking, then they among the circle. They are not far. It can be uncle, it can be in papa, it can be in mama, it can be auntie, it can just be somebody where the picking trust or where the woman trust. Now always the abuser.
All right, so let's look around the awareness. I mean, irrespective of Rainbow Initiative, when I do a whole lot of free medical care, when I also say salon free from SGBVs and all that. So let's look around the awareness. Which time specifically when I don't engage even these kids, especially girls coming up in society, for engage them and tell them their roles and responsibilities and how they should behave as girls and not as women, you know, to say, you understand what I mean? You know, we get women, we get girl picking these days, not everyone for a relay and call us in a picking, you know, because society they take you out and see you. If you behave as big woman, society said they respond to you as big woman. So what has been the role of Rainbow in raising awareness, engaging these kids coming up?
Thank you very much. I not differ from what you talk. You get a point in which you talk. Now I make us say we do community awareness. Now one part of the services one mentioned. Community awareness, the target, we are making use of the highest number of interns at this country. All we 16 district. Now we work na 16 district. Every district at this country gets an intern, you get a field officer. They hold now for engage community. And in this community engagement, we get what we call support groups where we they form. We get VSLA, when a village saving loans, where we they form, where we they give support to them community people for capacitating and picking them, for building capacity. And again, we're glad with the Child Rights Act, the newly passed Child Rights Act. Although personally, as a woman, I get issue with the act, but as an organization, we are happy that it highlighted so many responsibilities of kids. But one thing I want to tell people is the circle of abuse where they happen now we country, no get nothing to do with how people behave. Suma, I want to tell you, and not get nothing to do with how people behave, because if you look at we data with 2024 data, because we'll come here obviously when we launch with 2025 data for local talk about, but 2024 data has we sent us and see 2,771 cases of sexually related abuses, and out of this 2,771, we get 27 men we report. One thing I also want to say, Rainbow Center know they saying a girl picking and boy picking. We are working for survivors of rape and sexual assault. So if you're a man, when a survivor, you boldly approach we center. We they give the same services where we they give the girl picking and woman. We are not they think about gender issues when it comes to violence.
You mean man with sexually?
Yes, when they sexually abused, because we get picking them now when they get where adult men they get. We see the video of 13 or 16 year news where they go around social media where they say anti-tamper with. That is an abuse. If a 35 woman can come down to the point of abusing. And what it paid me by that news is how people are trivializing abuse in this country. People they laugh over the issue. This na boy picking of 16 years. You know what don't happy with them. Sex, you have to be mentally capable. You get to be strong. That picking the service a 35-year-old woman. I don't watch a video where the bobo says, me spam, they put blood. Yeah. So we know what it means that we trivialize the issue. We laugh at the issue because a boy picking. If that picking consent to suicide, then now we in the same community they say people man that they commit suicide. So that is just it. But we are doing community service. We do community outreach and we advocate. But soon I'll tell you, like what they say, our youngest survivor for 2024 is a 2-month-old baby.
Really?
2-month-old baby.
From which
our
district?
oldest. No, we cannot mention this thing because we also, when it comes to data, we also get for tell people and say, because there was a time we get data by district and waiting. Data by district will only be shared to our donors or other people. But publicly, we will tell you now the number of cases we don't see. This number come off from McKinney, this come off from Bo. It will come when we launch. But this is not 2024 they talk about. The whole of Salone, we youngest survivor is a 2-month-old baby. Our oldest survivor is an 100-year-old woman. We post in Tampa with. Don't we forget about that. We get over 1,200 cases of kids from 0 to 14. So our point is, what is happening with these kids? Okay, if you say pikin they behave like big woman, sometimes a pikin we don't get bobby, we don't get way small, we sometimes 15, 16. Now then pikin go conscious of the age. But waiting a kindergarten baby, get for deal with you. Waiting a 2-week-old baby, a 2-month-old baby, get for deal with you. So the abuse trend now is not that they are going for even the big one day much. But they are targeting the most vulnerable. We're not sabi talk. We're not even reach for even talk. Now them people in there they target. We see recently the case now Moyamba, the alleged case of a 2-year pikin we lost in life, where they can do post-mortem, where minister take the body, they can do post-mortem as Tamara. And they say na SP, sexual penetration. How on earth, how you go explain a 2-year-old baby? Yes, the kids has responsibility. Me, I always talk. When are they into advocacy? I always tell you, say you as human being has a responsibility for protect yourself. But our country, can we also ask ourselves, where are we heading to when it comes to abuse? Because we are the same people trivializing abuse. I feel bad when I see that bobo, the video, and they even taking face them, put on social media.
Yeah, so let me come to this point. In as much as this year 16 days of activism, I look at violence on women and girls online, specifically that the internet, that the new media, social media. Rainbow ever go back and sit down quietly and think about how Nake will engage the parents them? Because these days you find out say as speaking they come up sometimes maybe 8 years and above, you don't begin to think for old phone. And most of these things can expose them to a lot of things that they happen in society. Don't you guys think when I get a role for play in as far as that side is concerned? You know, picking now the old phone, we not reach the age of old phone. And all of these things, they are things where then they see from social media, then they implement in our society.
So when it comes to digital violence, as I say, we do with community outreach, we do with policy advocacy. So inside with community outreach, we get village savings salons for capacitate the parents for take care of them picking. Because one thing we'll pick up again from the stories we are getting from our centers, most of we women the way they can we center, we picking them genuinely. We will not say the rich and face abuse or not say so, and not say so. Say money man picking or the face abuse. But the rate at which poverty is a contributing factor to vulnerability. Let know that when possible, invulnerable to so many things. So village savings salons are another thing. But inside of village savings salons, we get what we call positive parenting messages what they teach. We get the Minister of Social Welfare maybe launch a positive parenting mechanism. We get the working framework. Salon, we get framework Suma. Even for framework and laws and policies, we get it. The challenge is how we implement it and the problem.
Because a lot of things they don't be compromised. So.
Thank you. Rainbow Initiative, they always in with community outreaches. Even these 16 days, every day we get we interns and they out. They talk to parents on positive parenting, on early warning signs. Because abuse get early warning signs. Abuse, they get early warning signs. We they tell them early warning signs. The moment man begin call you picking me wife, he begin acting ways, he begin church ways, he begin give you money. man just, yes, there are people where they give money genuinely. But these days, they are not too much. A begin can give you parents money, yeah, they take care of this pikin in school. Begin. These are early warning signs. And how pedophiles say they behave. Pedophiles are people where they find joy for later on with to pikin. Later on with any small thing around there. Like for example, 50-year-old man just the woman or man just they find joy for get sex with small pikin. How then they behave? These are all part of our past package message where we talk to parents them. But this online and digital violence, when you go into data, before they come, when I look into data of the people where they suffer so much, these are not much kids. These are influential women like journalists, politicians. They are the high risk of digital online violence. Influential people, they know more. Journalists can be citizen journalists like bloggers, who are into mainstream journalism. All them people they will just get named in a community, musicians. These are the high risk of online digital violence. But for Salon now, who say we come inside, now that's the way bloggers that they portray with survivors of sexual gender-based violence, it is not correct. I can always tell people, if you want to do journalism, at least read with simple ethics. When are the code of ethics of SLAG or IMC? Please, we are begging you bloggers. Because now everybody is a journalist. Everybody, we all make a journalist. They choose, no differentiate, no draw this line. No, we draw this line. If you want to be a blogger, be a blogger. If you want to be a journalist, and be a professional one. How you go see people where they don't tamper with? You take in face, you put on a social media, where social media no get eraser. If that pikin tomorrow want become first lady, they pull that video against that pikin. Do you know the trauma where they cause for that pikin? How look that bobo they talk how in private part they begin pull blood before they get the bobo support. They can go to the nearest hospital where you get support and take in face show on social media. If tomorrow that bobo want become president, that video they hunt him.
I haven't seen the video yet, but yes, this.
But you have not seen the bobo. This is not just example. This is not the recent one. But you have seen videos where then they say they don't tamper with this speaking. They don't do this. You have seen those videos.
Most of them they do, and because of the likes and comments.
Thank you. They want for create. So they trivialize abuse to a point. They want for create. Okay, for example now. Naked videos of influential women we don't come out. You don't see them. We have people sharing them.
Okay, so now from a legal perspective, what are the current law the way they exist for women and girls them regarding online violence, and also if you say we get gap, and are you waiting at the one the way really need urgent attention, as this one it don't demand away all.
So we when it comes to women and girls issues, we get the Sexual Offences Act of 2019. 2012 then review 2019. We talk about different provisions about violence. We get a cyber law. That cyber law, first away, we can be saying for just journalists. I want to tell people and say it's high time a move from just the people that think cyber laws now for just target journalists. No. It's about the online space, and not a journalist nobody is online. Yeah. We have so many people. When I take you photos without your consent, so we get one simple habit. We go get an app program. I just they say last snap. By the time they snap, so my face they be me picture. They want to go put on my status and they crop so my face. I just take a yiband. Sometimes, for example, Suma tell Posse say, they go Sheka Stephen Street. Then all of a sudden, who say me go snap, now go this street. Then sometimes Suma in partner see that picture.
Sometimes Suma they can do bad missions.
Thank you. So these are simple offenses. But don't forget about what about cyberbullying? Cyber stalking, sextation. Sextation are when you take somebody in naked or sex, anything sexual about somebody, you put her online, which is very easy now what they do in a salon. Very simple. Nude flood or waiting. That is an offense under the Cyber Act. And one thing where I want to let we do, cyber law, not to just thing where we for just set multiple. If we popularize any law in this country right now, for dealing with the cyber law.
How effective this law be? Because I do believe if this law is really effective as it's supposed to be. Trust me, some of them issue they how they get online mostly, where you see woman in X, where you see them parts, you they see in naked pictures them or videos them. Then rival back where you see kitchen companion, they post them. Sometimes again a woman they bring with them.
Thank you. So now that I want to say. So when it comes to online digital violence, we self as women they contribute to the downfall of another woman. So I make tell people and say inside these 16 days, it's not just about it's not just about talking about the issue. It's about building a corporate society around women, supporting women. Marie, I always tell people there are certain things I will never do as a woman. One is for fight me company woman for man. I will never in my life do that.
We're in this together.
As a feminist, as a woman, I will never. Two is for sheer me company woman in naked or whatsoever way they bring you down, Marie, as a woman. I will never
as
in my life.
Say no to pulling down syndrome.
I will not. Yeah. But again, it happen in a salon. But the cyber laws are there. We get the cyber units and the salon police. It did it, but again, law go bet where you go report, Marie. If you not go report, police no go call all person. The only time where you go report, again, the thing where we don't get in a salon, if Marie catch me now with a man in the video, me send on social media, then me say, before I can go police, I need to go back social media, I go cost Marie back my cost. So police will not be able to arrest una too. The worst they can arrest una for indecent behavior. But if you decide, say, we know now many people need for know the offenses within the cyber law, because if you know now you know now you go able to take action. Now as me, if you want to take me picture, I will tell you say if you take me picture without my consent, I will take you to court. So you go afraid. But that poor woman, in fact, go and let you snap her. You know, they even take consent to the woman go always snap her, they go use in picture for waiting unnecessary. So knowing is part of demanding. Where you know the laws, you go able to demand for that. But also it's not about even the one that we know how many of them they make use of these laws. To be bloggers then at this country, with all due respect, we respect to now. But it's high time, if you get post where they cost you, before you go back, you turn and get the cost, can't go police. If we begin seeing when they take them na police, they go change, they go stop. And una where they share, offense there for the way they share, offense there for the way they create, offense there for the way they post. So not so just the way they create, so you self where they share, you commit an offense.
All right, in name na Mercy Mariama Kamara, you know, to the studio this morning. We discuss around the 16 days of activism, and recently they organized a walk where we can discuss around that walk the past weekend, waiting at the essence of that walk day and waiting to try for achieve. I will take a quick commercial break. We will come back.
Orange Max Hits app, they give you more sweet special features. We designed for make you life simple. No miss events. Buy tickets for concerts, sports match, or any show directly from the app. Enter the marketplace, shop latest products them, check special offer them, and enjoy exclusive deals. If you make mistake on transaction, no worry. The app gets instant reversal feature where they give you control over your money. All the special features here and more that waits for you inside the app. Download Maxit now and enjoy the full experience.
As government and stakeholder them, they continue to implement the Productive Social Safety Net and Youth Employment Program, PSSNYE, where World Bank be don't give Salon government $42 million for. National Commission for Social Action, NACSA, they use part of this amount for transfer money to us and family them, where Poor Smart. Now, area them will not receive nothing yet through the Social Safety Net Program. For sake of this, government will extend this facility to new hostel where Poor the money. Same way so, NACSA, they use part of this money for give money to Salon people for start their own business, train and mentor people them and connect them by agricultural program them where the government and non-governmental organization body them they operate. NACSA they also give this money to over 7,000 youths them or provide them with short-term work opportunity them upline through the Sustainable Cash for Work program.
As all this dey be, Freetown City Council go use spend this money for about over 6,000 youth them for clean the city and do other public work them na Freetown.
The National Youth Commission NACOM go use some of this money for support new and all youth group them for open their own business them na Freetown. Besides they go able to get access to money, training and counseling, but how for improve their own business them.
And then go implement this program na Bo, Makeni, Kenema, Potloko and Freetown.
For complaints, comments and inquiries, call Anti-Corruption Commission or 077-985-985 or 077-986-986 or toll-free line on Africell, QCell and Orange 8515. This message will come up from the Anti-Corruption Commission, ACC, with support from the World Bank, UNICEF and the government of Sierra Leone.
All right, welcome back to the program Unity Morning Show. They come to you live from Unity Broadcasting Online Television, and we broadcast live from the studios at 48 Yaka Stevens Street, na Freetown. And inside the studios, we get Mercy Mariama Kamara from Rainbow Initiative. Mama, of recent, we see you organize a walk. I don't know what that one day for. We want to walk within some parts in Africa. When are the answers of our academy?
So part of the 16 days of activism for the past years, we know the 16 days na time we dedicate to woman and girl pikin. For talk about the bad thing the way they happen to woman and girl pikin. And within these 16 days, we have different days inside. We get the international, the World AIDS Day when December 1st. We get the 25th, the launch when the International Day of Non-Discrimination Against Women. Then we get Volunteers Day. So Rainbow Initiative, we dey work with survivors them. We dey hear the story every day. We dey see what they go through. We dey feel them pain. So we say, how they survive then go no say, we they feel them pain. It's not about canceling them. It's not about hugging them when they cry. It's not about doing follow-up when they host them for see how then they do. It's also about creating a platform for let them speak up. So we glad that the First Lady go to the UN. It talk about international. It's a let them dedicate a day to survivors for heal. So the UN dedicate November 18 when at the International Healing Day for survivors from all forms of violence. So that day be day. So before even that day they come, Rainbow Initiative bring this work for two things. We start them for two things. One, as a way for fundraise. Two, as a way for work with survivors them, let them feel the pain. We feel the pain where they feel. We are feeling the physical pain, whilst then they share the physical and emotional pain. Because as a survivor in this country, you get for deal with discrimination, you get for deal with the trauma of blame gaming, you get for deal with the trauma for say, now you go offend the man, now you go offend the man, now this country then go beat woman. The first question then go ask the woman, wait till you do the man. How on earth you go ask that question? Wait till the woman do the man. So in fact, if they give you the right, say the man get right to beat the woman. Because if you ask that question, now wait till the woman do. But so with all this trauma we survive,
so you just want to cut and say why the man for beat the woman.
Sure. Now
thank you.
So the reason is the same like.
So the reason, in fact, to me, it's not even why we should not give reason for abuse. Now we point. If a consumer, God forbid, a consumer, Suma know the law. Wait for falla. But if Suma beats me now, and Suma don't give this, okay, because of the abuse, the cause what cause her, if for beat me, or me say because Suma do me bad, I for cause her. So we are giving reason for let abuse happen. So what we want for create, we not forgive reason for abuse at all in this country. Anything we wrong, let we condemn her. In fact, let no begin ask what happen. So in this work, we are working with survivors, share their pain every year all over the country. The first Saturday inside December. Now Rainbow Initiative work with survivors. We they share them pain. We they show them say we there with una in this pain. And also while we share their pain, we they also create platform for let them come out and speak some of the things that we don't they affect them. For this year work, we begin from Jure. We end about Montana Car Park na Beach Road, and we begin the Minister of Gender. Like fully Dr. Mahoy was there. It starts with you from Jure, we end na Beach. And we presented a position paper. Survivors.
The peninsula use?
No, we use the Jure, we use the direct road, we come inside town, we use Wilkins, Abacha Street, we come inside Cotton Tree, we start from Cotton Tree, we use Savage Street, we go through Wilkins Road, Congo Cross, Lumley, by foot, Lumley. Wow. Lumley, then we go enter now the roundabout area by SOS, then we go end na Montana Car Park na Beach. So you know the pain where people go through, the sweat where they go through. Also, a part of this work now also another fundraising. We want to tell people and say the donor landscape don't they shrink. With man they don't have for fund. We will see what happen with Trump. When Trump can, he say I'm going to stop US aid fund. You know how many organizations close? People lose job because they be just up on US aid. Trump can change. We don't know the next government what they can do. So now Rainbow Initiative, we say let me begin raise funds locally. Although it's a cost recovery price because we sell t-shirts at 150. For let you get standard t-shirt in this country on printing and for buying now 150, 200. But we they sell at 150. That 150 because we they also get what we provide part of recycle social package. We they provide dignity pack. In that dignity pack, we get pants, we get soap, we get slippers, we get lapa, we get clothes inside. All na buy with the buy.
Okay, for the survivors.
We get paste here. Any survivor we visit, we center, they get that pack. Because some survivor they can in pants be cherry, in clothes be cherry. And again, why we they say let them come with how it is? Because we also need them as evidence na court.
Yeah.
So we dey beg people them do ya before I go. We dey beg people them. If they tamper with you, pikin o, man o, woman o, no was, no whip that blood, no take that panty, you go check them, no just so time you carry it to the police or you can go to a Rainbow Center because we also need that evidence. So when they don't reach we center, they don't see them, they don't write the medical, you don't go so back now us. They need what we call dignity pack. We also they give them food. Some of them they come, they angry. After they don't see that, they don't wait till they see some man they collapse, so they don't resuscitate them. He angry, they tell say for money and not eat. We they give them food, we they give them transport, both the survivor and the person they accompany now. So they need money, all this need money. So buying one t-shirt Suma, they also show say you they support the workers of survivors in this country. So that was the purpose of the work. And this year we presented a position paper, Survivor Solidarity Group. Na Rainbow Initiative presented a position paper to the minister asking that they are tired the way bloggers and they portray survivor story in social media. The way journalists and they portray survivor story in social media, then they call on the Ministry of Gender, Ministry of Information, /IMC for take up story because instead of healing them, they are adding second traumatization into their life.
I think say digital literacy and awareness program really need for bloggers and vloggers. In fact, we ourselves we know the difference between blogging and vlogging. Everybody just claim for be a blogger or a journalist.
That has been the problem.
So again, like you always say, as Rainbow Initiative, we cannot do everything in the fight. That is why we presented this position paper to Minister of Gender. The Ministry of Gender is in charge of women and girl picking them. And in addition, that position paper will not so when they sit on talk, who say Minister all day, who say Minister of Information, the Minister of Innovation the whole day, then they sit on at that minister level and then they discuss. And I'm glad they say then they can review IMC Act, and I believe they say that they capture bloggers into that act, and that will be my best decision ever where IMC go take for regulate this usage of social media. It's not just laws, it's also about how we regulate them, how we start bringing them to book, how we start finding them, like when they find journalists them, like when they find media houses, no begin find them because they make money from their space. Some of the story that when they post now for let them make money because the more likes you get, the more paid you get. Social media is a space where you make money. So let we also know, say, not to soyak then get for we survivors there, but rather it's also trivializing the offense. I'm glad they say they're able to regulate them, but also as Rainbow, we they look at means. We have trained journalists before. We don't provide training to journalists, but again now we don't get a fraction of them people we don't come with and say na citizen journalists. Me, I call them citizen journalists. Don't come. So now we also need for think how we could train them one day on how for report. But one thing I want to tell you, I have been into advocacy for so long, for more a day picking. And for this year, as you wake me self and sleep, I go able to talk about what they do. So if you choose for use this space, read about them. It's not about training. If you want to report on child issues, read the Child Rights Act. What you talk about privacy, what you talk about confidentiality. If you want to report on sexual offenses, read journalists. Not all the training we don't get. I don't work as journalist for so long before I can get, but not all training that they give you. But you ought to read because if you don't read, when you publish story, then they own you. Now because them people are government, they left them, they know they call them to book. Now make them they misbehave. But if they begin arrest them, they begin call them to book, they will stop what they are doing.
So I don't get a situation, say a blogger to say or somebody using new media on social media post about a survivor or post a victim of SGBV na social media. They wanna take up that issue. They don't get a situation like that.
So as Rainbow Initiative, funnily, I make people ask, say, hey, this person they don't abuse them. So many cases don't come up. We don't read the case of Sia. We don't read this. Rainbow Initiative now they talk. So we are not dealing with individual cases. If we begin deal with individual cases, the workload is so much on we. So what will happen if it happen to 1, 2, then reach out to we? We'll rather pull press release for condemn the act, then we direct them, say, go to the family support unit or go to the Salon Police. Most of the survivors, the way they reach out to we they say, go to the Salon Police and report. But we will not take, say, we they deal with Marie in case separately, or we can deal with. For example, like what, just 2024, we see over 2,000 cases. If we begin deal with one by one, we'll not go end work for the year. But we they deal with the issue. Now, we don't pick them up as an issue where we present a position paper to government. You know, we not for wait state survival committee. But we don't see them. We don't say they affect we survivors. We survivors, they don't tell we, say they bring traumatization to them. So we don't pick them up, we don't present them to minister. And we don't use them for advocate these 16 days. We don't call on the Ministry of Information because I believe say they're under them. Even the presidential media cocktail, when me a slash presidency, I tell them, say, these are spaces. Because now, I see presidential media cocktail, I see so many bloggers in that presidential media cocktail we attend, which means we don't accept them for the part of the media landscape. So let's regulate them. Let me make sure say they do the wrong, correct thing. Because if they don't find themselves in the space where journalists and they find themselves, professional journalists, they need for be professional. The need for behave professionally. Suma, it take just common sense. How you go meet where they don't tamper with speaking. You take the Peking face solution on social media. Just common sense. Let me talk little.
That's lack of humanity.
No, say common sense. Yes, you know, say they also breach investigation. If you don't put them on social media, what did the police they can do again? Yeah. What did the police they can do?
So we get a lot for do as far as the area of fighting that particular thing. You know, I can remember at some points when I entered year 1 for Dumiko's Urimak, this was the question that was asked when I did go for a scholarship. They asked me what thing I may take about the new media and the mainstream media. I tell you, Chinese man, because it's not online, I tell them, how likely say the new media need proper regulations, because all of this way they explain now, if there are regulations as to how to use the media and waiting for be posted in the media on social media, then definitely will not for reach to this level. So let we come around compromising cases of compromise within the compromise around SGBVs. Take it from the law side, take it from the community side, within the family, all of this. So how NASEF can step in for make sure see compromise business not in most of these cases?
So I can always tell people, so when it comes to abuse, you get for deal with behavioral change. Even if the laws are there, even if everything they again I can say, even this SOA we say now life imprisonment now. The guy say the law the sentence quick now it make people they abuse people. But genuinely, for more who go live imprisonment, the rate at which the thing they go, they high every year. So I ask me, because are people not even afraid to go live imprisonment, or they not even care about their own life at all? But it brings me again to how they groom way up. What do we tradition say? What do we culture say? What do we community say? We community say man get power, man for be strong, man not for cry, man for be the man. If they see them born picking them. 3 picking them, the girl picking and the big one, the small one when they born yesterday when a boy picking. This now una daddy na for protect una. So you don't begin small age, you don't begin put the girl picking in a situation where in things inferior over a small one. So it has to do with behavioral change. Part of we community outreach, they always talk about. Now make we get we safe group them, we support groups, we call them support groups, and all the district comprises of chief, Mami Queen, youth chair lady, and just those influential people with community trust. We always be part of this fight for say sexual agenda-based violence cases, not to host them for talker. Let it go police. If it compromise at the law now, it's very simple for handle. If the police compromise SGBV, very simple for complaint. The police take action, but it has to do with behavioral change, small, with the reach day. But also one thing where me believe also now how we get for promote and collaborate with other people for make sure say this work go before. The other people who get for collaborate with the Ministry of Justice, they get a very key role. The Salon Police, they get a very key role into what we talk. So if we get a case we don't go FSU, the not to say me come out. So we don't work BBC for so long. We all know say the FSU na the North East region till accommodate June and no for now. They not get motoka. Walking vehicle. One safe they not get. So now they get case where they don't rape picking, where they don't sexually penetrate picking, they don't picking. Bien Magboka. And Magboka file get for Kana Northeast region. And Northeast region get for take that picking, carry it and a Rainbow Center, we can go to Magboka Center. Then that perpetrator you go for go arrest her. Somebody we know say in life they at stake. Now life imprisonment they go put up and buy Suma. For Kawitana police, if anything happen at road. We don't get case na FSU na the not way line manager perpetrator broken foot. Alleged perpetrator jump na the bike. The line manager they run after her, he broken foot. The perpetrator broke the line manager in foot. So these are the challenges. Now let me come to investigation now. You don't carry the case now police. The police don't begin investigation. They get for go visit scene. They also had to go visit scene at 6 or 8 miles or 10 miles away from McKinney. They begin to say I don't get fear. They don't forget it. Even if you get fear, you don't visit scene, then the file now don't have return. Because all file now for count to DPP of his SP files. Now it don't have return, don't can take 4 months or 3 months. My brother, so mama they be a young pain. Genuinely they be a because it work every day. But now I'm glad that this new Chief Justice don't listen to we cry. He don't try. We don't get a sexual model court. These courts now for just see cases of sexual related abuse. So when the case can I go through the general criminal courts, because if one judge get for see murder, he get for see thief, he get for see this, he get, so can prioritize. But that one now, that enough for we no more. I appreciate her so much for that day because it also reduce the compromise. If I go court 1 week, 2 weeks, they don't pass judgment, I go gladly forgo. But if me they pay me transport all day, they don't tap out me picking, they don't beat me. Then me they pay me transport no matter they go court 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Me sister, me say I go be a pay.
So mama, another thing again where they pop up or we don't they pop up now the area of those agents overseas, I get work for now. On a camera, can do work. There's a work, or the working in a phone. Employ, make all kind rosy, looks and presentation about the job where the possible will do. And we don't see not to want and not to say, not to treat or they see we salon sisters them. When they left this country, they see them to go fair work or they don't fair for the work for go work. Other countries them, especially these Arab states. Later on too, they see more of sexual or nude videos them they say about two sisters, how they've been treated, how they've been sexually abused and all that. Now when I look around online media, I don't know whether I don't get a reported case of such.
So most overseas. Of the women them we call them cross-border violence. Okay. We get for deal with IOM. Migration issues. Most of the people where IOM can carry it, where then they repatriate carry it, then they provide services to them. Because almost 90% of them women don't go through sexual abuse. So when they come, they visit with centers where they provide services to them. But also again, that comes with education and empowerment. What I can tell people about education, I don't need to forget degree and masters. But also, we common sense they tell you, say, there are some women, when they explain, you say, I be they do business now at free salon, I be get 10-15 million. I spend all for go Lebanon, for go work. Whose thought you get now you bring? Say, I for go Lebanon, for go, that 15-20 million, we get an salary, they turn a bacha. You know how much profit you go don't make? That 1-2 year where you go suffer. But also, again, the one the way they build, that comes the work of the immigration, Ministry of Labor, Ministry of Social Security. Now, I can tell people, say, abuse not just Ministry of Gender. Everybody, they involve because who don't they travel them? Travel agent. And that not fall under the Ministry of Gender.
Yeah.
They not fall under foreign affairs. Now they fall. Who don't they travel with them people here? Most of the time, when IOM can repatriate and come there, and they tell you, say, the people that travel there, then they point and then they salon. Some of them, they go court to, don't see cases where people, they don't go court, then they come back. And then they continuously, they abuse the woman there. But I make we can tell woman, they say, me message I can tell to woman, say, in this fight of abuse, personally, me own sense, as a woman, as a young girl coming up, in this fight of abuse, empowerment is very key. If women and girls are empowered, empowerment just say the bremo. We also empowered for get money. Sure. Because me, I make I can tell people, they say me I defend money. Because when a woman is empowered financially, I make like even say, woman they will get money, woman they will land book, they ask for married, they ask for take control, because we know what it means for get money. If I work, I get job when they pay me 7, 8, 10 million. Suma. When man one can hear me, they speak the kind of English way go talk to me. Because I go tell you, say, full up me tank. By the time you buy 60 liters, 70 liters, for example, you for full up tank, then at 2.5, you go begin turn around. So now I make like they go for small picking them. Because when they go give 50, 100,000, because it's about empowerment in this abuse space. If woman get money, for example, now this we business woman, there, Mami Aja, Mama Benji, there, you go tell Mama Benji for go Lebanon for go where they find business in big shop. But we young girls them where no one patient for build up their life because business na scale. But again, salon government, let's provide jobs for our young people. Because if not job scale there, what person they go do Lebanon? What person they go do yonder? If not job there in this country, what person they go do? Again, look, this last week we get over 5,000 graduates. They don't can join the queue.
Yeah, the line long, you know.
The line long. But again, all these issues, and most of that 5,000, they tell you, say, I don't spend 20, 40, 50 million for get degree. I don't come. They can't get job and they pay 1.5, 2 million. We still go pull 50 million for pay. Don't forget about the stress where FBC, IPAM, and commerce put you to. But it's also important. It's also important for us to get the education. But whilst we get the education, now make us Rainbow Initiative, we also provide skill support to survivors. Because now skill they pay, Suma, whatever you do with your hands is paying. We they see people and they pay for bake cake 5 million. Me brother, some man I 1 month salary. One grain cake where person they go bake 5 million, some man I 1 month salary. For the whole month you go 8 a.m. you come up 5 o'clock and salary that is so. Some man across to a year salary, but one bake cake don't give you that money. One liquid soap where they make, one clothes where they sew. Now who still away go pay 200,000 for so clothes, decent clothes. And then 300, 400, okay, 100,000, no agree. But if you saw 10 clothes inside 1 week, so I don't get 1 million. That is empowerment. Most of our graduates, we don't come also. On a begin learn work. When I go do skill.
Indeed, that's a very good one. Since we run out of time, and one for left here, and today we know it's Monday. It's a busy day for all of us. We want for look at the messages them so far. I will read the SMS while Mary go read the one on Facebook. Let's see what is inside. Can I start, Mary?
Start, yeah.
All right. Amara Barcelona from McKinney, they say, good morning, Marama. They say, your advocacy skills is top notch. You say, waiting on Akidu with perpetrators them, we sexually abuse them, picking them. Amara Barcelona, na send a message there from Bombali district. Almami Kamara say they watch we live from Kabbalah. Almami say good morning Unity. Thanks for the presentation. Madam Kamara say how can someone reach out to Rainbow Initiative? Alright, Almami from Kabbalah and send a message. Another SMS this morning. They come up from Ali Kolabo, a popular texter from Bombali. Ali Kolabo say sexual gender-based violence na this country na we self the cause them because society we for stand tall against the thing them now then they compromise and back the society. He say kudos to Rainbow Initiative for the interventions. Ali Kolabo na the last SMS I go read this morning. This one says, Suma, I say, do you ask for you guest waiting if they get a toll line where possible will call for reach out to them? And also, how then cable keep posting information confidential with a report on any sexual gender-based cases them? All right, these are all the messages for the SMS, Facebook.
Okay. For the Facebook messages where we get this one, they come up from Musa Jalo. It says CSOJ, most Director of Communication Campaign for Women Rights and Democracy. This one they say, Salonjis, they say, are you working with other members of organization, or what is the First Lady and her office doing to save short a situation? Is a question. And tell us if this is not just money-making mechanism. This other person, they say, Salon Drum, they say, Green Drum rather. So it is the ministry in support of your work? If so, why calling for help?
That's the Ministry of Gender.
Yeah.
And stuff, yeah.
And this person, they say, my dear, you are very good at presenting your ideas. Thanks for the presentation. And this one they say, how long will this continue and what you wanna put in place and how you ready for bringing on board? And this one they say, bloggers will say the traditional media is not as effective in bringing quality and direct reporting to the public. Then lastly, this one they say, any compensation to the abused children and their family.
All right, I believe I'll go like for let's start with the last one. Compensation to the abused and the family.
Yes. we free toll line, first of all, I don't forget, na 599. It's free, 599, all the network them. Where you call that toll line, you dey get with services. And all with services now free of charge. And the ministry also gets them, you win a 116. They are all GBV toll free line. Then to their 116, 599. Compensation to survivors of abuse. So for Rainbow Initiative, we know nothing, first of all, I want to tell people, nothing not the way they compensate person in abuse. Nothing not the way they do, they will compensate what you have taken from someone by abusing him or her. But according to the SOA 2019, a capture compensation as part of the package where the court forgive. But me ears in this work, na the not. And most of the cases where we don't advocate for, I stand for be corrected here. I am not here as an advocate for the judiciary, but I have never seen a court judgment where say they for compensate and the survivor. I have not seen that. So that part of the law still quiet. That is one. Two, confidentiality. We centers then. First of all, for maintain confidentiality, I make you put in the government hospital. So when you go to our centers, if you want services where now for sign medical, the government hospital doctor now they now. So you no need for common ado, then begin point finger by you. The doctor they go sign a medical. If na HIV, because we they do HIV test, we do hepatitis, we do STI test. If any of these things come positive, it's very easy for refer you. Now within the same building, you know they come outside for what point finger by you. So confidentiality is a very key thing for we. As Rainbow Initiative, we not a joke with her at all. Now make we survivors then data, we survive all the information, everything. Even accorded we don't use names. As a way for keep them high. That's another one. Also, the one we talk about if the ministry they support we Rainbow Initiative, we cannot work without the Ministry of Gender. We are complementing the efforts of government. Let we know this. This all they do so now government for what? But we are complementing the effort of government. A Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs, now we parent body. So we cannot work without them. They are supporting us. Asking why we are asking for support if we work with the Ministry of Gender. We all know say online media, na new baby we just cast alone. We understand for be corrected. But a new space, and if we don't see this space done the abuse we survivors them, we obviously get for tell the minister. Yes, minister be no. But now it get a point who say they come off from say, even organization don't begin raise them up. So this is the point from organization. They don't tell like it come on just from government. But we are working with very cordial. As I tell you, Dr. Isatamara worked with us from Jue to Abadi Montana Car Park na Beach Road. If we know they work together, we not get a good relationship. She cannot do that. And it be then an upline, it come for that work, just for can show solidarity to survival work. We they work very well with them. So somebody asks again, say if they work with other members of the organization, so what's waiting the first lady and the office they do in short situation? We all be know say the office of the first lady, we get a very big conference with Rainbow. We are working we work hand in hand. We invite them for this work. They are part of the work we do. We are part of the work they do. Even when hands of our girls, they can't celebrate anniversary, they sent an invitation to Rainbow. And office of the first lady, they do very good thing for we survivors, which we appreciate so much. When we go meet and say survivors, then they will want to go university. But they don't get money. Rainbow is not paying fees. Don't not giving money for pay fees. And she opted to pay for survivors, which is a very big thing where we they appreciate us for. Then survivors that we get very good results. Some of them they university. Now they pay for them. Every year it opt not ever fail, not for pay for them. So we have a very good relationship with them. Other organizations, I don't mention we refer pathway. We also services where Rainbow not able to provide. We they refer to Commit and Act, we they refer to Abadi Women's Center, Maristop, all these services where Rainbow not able to prefer, we they refer. We work with a referral pathway in the GBV space. And you always say if this thing not to money making, I want for tell and say it will not be. I don't want for wish you bad, my brother, but you will never know the pain where you feel until you work with survivors. You see the pain they are going through. Until you self be a survivor, then you go know what this is not money making.
Maybe the person they talk around the t-shirt where you say when they sell about.
Oh, the t-shirt. I don't explain why we they sell the t-shirt. I don't explain why we they sell the t-shirt. But also when it comes to GBV and Suma, let we pull sentiment around, we still need for ask ourselves, where are we going to as a country? If we see man then they tamper with 2 weeks old baby now.
Yeah.
2-month-old baby, 6-month-old baby, where are we heading to? If we see big woman and they consent for get sex with boy picking them, small boy them, where are we heading to? Let's take money out of the fight. Let her take Suma as my brother. Let her take Maria as my brother. If I see Suma and picking they go bad, let her support her instead of her abuse them.
Okay, so lastly, for online violence, waiting at the advice we go give regarding reporting abuse and how we go access, how people for access support, be it from Owner Rainbow Initiative or for refers to others where they in the fight as well.
So I don't say we free to line them 599 and 116. In those two lines, if you know one kind of we sent a lot to you physically, so tell you the shame. Reach out to we the when you call that number, then they use service provider where they provide every service we need. Because someday when you don't go through violence, not all the services you need at a point. Sometimes are just counseling, sometimes are just test, sometimes I follow you no more if you don't get belly or waiting. Just go through that line. You call ministry, you call Rainbow, we they give you. Or you go to the Salon Police, ask for the cyber unit. Salon Police get a cyber unit for investigate all the offense that all they talk about. Then also, as a country, let we strengthen with laws and policy. And let we establish a report mechanism. And let we develop a national strategy for end digital violence against women and girls. And extension to even men where they face them.
Because I ask you, because you said they face them anyway.
All
right, thank you so much for joining me at the studios this morning. Mercy Marama Kamara, a long-time colleague from Bombali. You know, we struggle a lot. But right now, I know the money don't show. All right, so, Marie, it has been a pleasure for getting at the studio. One for tell and thank you, and as well tell thank you to the producer. We make this edition happen. Well, so tomorrow when this same edition of this same program will reach you with another discussions, and this to happen the first edition for this week. I will be done with you presenter this morning. My name na Yusuf Monsieur Suma. Like I say, we still mourn the death of we colleague Unimakians. 2 of them died as a result of road accidents. Some few days ago, it was a lady from the Development Study Department by the name of Rugiatu Samura, who died as a result of a road accident at Mena Junction. And of this morning, we received a news for another passing of a colleague. In fact, this one very close to we, because now we own departments, mass communication at Unimac, and we studied together. Like for me personally, we even read and study at night together with this particular boy. We na Ibrahim Koroma, we call him Mira. Except they say that as a result of road accidents. So I for say make them souls them continue for rest in peace. So till we meet tomorrow, your name na Yusuf Monsieur Suma.
Plenty thank you to the technical head David Harding, a assistant Alpha Joba, with camera operator Alfred, and a assistant Nelson Coker, and we producer Suleiman Jallo. Continue for follow Unity, like, and continue for comment. So till we meet tomorrow, my name na Marie Bilkish Doumbia. Assalamu alaikum.
Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come. For developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation Salon. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come. For developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation Salon. We now independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize, and inform. Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey here so for talk, but waiting they happen. Political discussion, you for know about Salon politics. Religious messages, entertainment, self no go left, yeah. We no go left nothing, yeah, no.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come. sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation salon. Unity broadcasting TV don't care. For developments now we come to you. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation salon.
This not the team them where we dey talk about
Sierra Leone political history.
defeating the lives of fake people.
Waiting they be on social media.
One-on-one interview, we go bring you all the hot topics.
Unity broadcasting TV say, and we like we self and better salon.